Good evening, everybody. My name is Craig Lowler. I'm chair of the science department. More importantly, I either am or have been the bio teacher of most of the students involved here. That's surely my greatest privilege here. Tonight is an evening about celebrating achievement. It's about ideation. It's about innovation, it's about exploration, and it's about discovery. And these are all words that are synonymous with entry into the 21st century. In the Yeshiva of Flatbush, we're so delighted to showcase here tonight some of the great work that's been done over the past year by the different courses and classes and teams that are involved in STEM, robotics, engineering, coding, and the like. And we're also here to give you an opportunity to get a bit of a hands-on understanding of what actually goes on, what's involved in design thinking, the design process, and creation, which all of our students here know so well. Before we do that, there's two pieces here that we need to take care of. Number one is, A, to acknowledge some of the hard work of the people that are involved here, and B, just to highlight some of the things that are happening right now or about to happen, because it's a very exciting time here in our department particularly, and in our school in general. First of all, I wanted to acknowledge my partner in crime in this, Mrs. Sari Bacon, who's really the visionary behind STEM, engineering, coding, and anything that has to do with that. And I'm delighted every day to work with her and to really be building on this from year to year. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge the teachers that are involved here, Mr. Shai Horowitz and Mr. Ezra Ivey. I'd also like to acknowledge the mentors and supporters of the robotics team, Mrs. Hannon and Mr. Isaac Cohen. I wanted to acknowledge the wonderful help of Ms. Sally Hemway, who has helped make everything possible here tonight. And what would we be without the AV squad and all they do to make sure that everything works well? Particularly Mr. Barry Buckowitz, who's on camera, Jacob Kelly, who's on everything from I also wanted to acknowledge in some of the innovation and work that we've been doing here, our, I'll still say new but not so new, IT director of the whole school, Dr. Christine Coleman. Just to give you a little bit of an idea of what's been going on here over the year and what's about to happen, I think one of our shining successes was the work of the two robotics teams, our class team and our extracurricular team, in the first New York City robotics competition. The robotics team, the after-school team, placing third in their division, so well done to them. We're 2 days off from our first cohort of students participating or in the new AP Computer Science Principles course, and having gone through the submissions and exam that took place just this last Friday. We're off from two boot camp programs that we ran for 9th and 11th grade students through the year, giving them an opportunity to get their hands into some coding and some basic computer science principles. And those are two Friday programs. And lastly, we're very excited to be at the verge of launching our new look coding and engineering program, which is going to be integrated into the incoming freshman grade curriculum. So those are very exciting pieces that are happening inside our school building. Lastly, you're going to be the first to hear about our upcoming and our annual STEM and engineering trip to Israel. This year taking place from November 18th to 25th. Watch your email for registrations and itineraries and all those important details. But that's certainly going to be taking place yet again this year. A technical note, one of the other aspects of the evening which is yet to be untapped is there are a number of clues around the building, and there is a lock the box in the front lobby. There is a Amazon gift card reward inside for anyone who can get the box open. So if you want to try your luck at some of the clues and things that are hanging around, both in this room and in the lobby and around the different exhibits that you saw, go for it. There's a prize inside. There are going to be two parts to this part of our evening. The first is 3 different student presentations of some of the work, highlighting particularly some of the specific projects that have been done and some of the work that's been done in AP Computer Science. And then we're going to have the opportunity briefly to get our hands into the innovation and design process with the workshop together, and that will be the second part. So, first up, from the AP Computer Science class, Sami Salzman and Dania Yash.
Sami Salzman, and we're here to talk to you today about the AP Computer Science course. We're here today to present to you our games that we built over the duration of our course and to give a little insight of what we do in this class.
Alright, so in our course we studied the programming language of JavaScript. Coding is very difficult, but guaranteed to have a lot of fun. So while you're working on this, you're guaranteed to run into many problems and encounter many difficulties, but through trial and error and asking for help, you're guaranteed to find an answer. And with coding, there's no limit. Whatever you want, you can have it.
Now, what is coding? Coding is a way to express your ideas, transfer them from your head onto the computer screen. Now, code is actually a set of instructions you give to the computer to carry out a certain set of tasks. Now, you do not have to be some kind of genius to understand code. It's quite simple. And you do not have to learn from a genius. Right, Mr. Horowitz? Nah, I'm kidding. Mr. Horowitz taught us. The most important thing is that Mr. Horowitz taught us, besides for all the code and everything that he taught us about the course, is to never give up. In my game, the duck hunting game, as many of you might have seen in the entrance, the goal of my game was to shoot all 8 ducks under 10 seconds without hitting any of these. The challenging part of it is that the ducks are always moving around every time you play. Now, while building this app, I faced many problems, was able to overcome them with the help of my friends and Mr. Horowitz. 2 aspects of my apps was that I use many loops and random number expressions. What a loop is it repeats a certain steps, like certain amount of code that you code within the loop, a certain amount of times that you want it to repeat. And what I use the random number expression for is to set the image of my ducks to go to random places.
As you guys may have seen in my app in the front, the game Whack-A-Mole, programmed by me. The goal of the game is to hit 5 moles in under 10 seconds. If you don't hit 5 moles in 10 seconds, you lose. While I was programming this game, I encountered many problems, but thanks to Mr. Horowitz and my peers, like Dani Ayash right here, I was able to overcome them. I used a lot of functions and Boolean expressions. Functions are basically a way to call a certain set of instructions, and you can call them as many times as you want, and it just makes it easier for the reader to see what exactly is going on in the code. And Boolean expressions are a way for the computer to see if something is true or false, and based on that, it'll perform a certain function. Here's a picture of Whack-A-Mole code and some of the duck definitely great. I'm very happy I took it. Thank you, Mr. Howard, for all of your teaching and but I expected to have a different take on the course when I signed up. I heard a lot of great things about it. I spoke to Mr. Horowitz. It sounded great. I expected to be taught how to code, but that's not really what happens. I expected to be spoon-fed all the information, but coding isn't about that. Coding is about trial and error. It's all about giving it your all, trying out new things, and if you run into problems, you ask a friend. They'll try to help you out, and there's always a way to solve the problems. Never give up, and yeah.
Right. We just want to say thank you very much, Mr. Hart. He taught us everything we know. Without him, really none of this would have been possible. Anything we could have done, I don't imagine we could do half the things that we could do now. Thank you a lot, Mr. Hart.
From the 9th grade was presenting their project, Wake Up Better, Mr. Albert Terzi, Mr. Brian Reimer, and Mr. Sean
Hit the arrow.
We all do it. Some of us do it every day and don't even know that we're victims of it. You wake up early in the morning, you're going to get ready for school, and you turn off your alarm and you go back to sleep. And then all of a sudden, it's 8 o'clock, your mom's screaming at you, and then you realize you missed Mignon, and you have to cancel your plans for pizza time because you're going to be sitting in lunch. We revolutionized the alarm clock. Our concept changed the way people use alarm clocks. It'll change the way millions of people wake up in the morning. Once you get all the way out of bed, once you get out of your mattress, that's when the annoying buzzer stops. So we show you over here. So we sped up the clock over here so you won't have to wait till 7 a.m. Annoying, right? Once you take it off, once you get out of your bed and the wait stops, that's when the buzzing stops.
So, in our STEM project, we used various components. One of our components was an LED screen. One of our components was an LED screen. That was basically to display the clock and the timer that you can set by yourself. Another component we used was we used the buzzer right here. That's basically what makes the annoying noise you just heard. And our last component that we used was a force sensor. The force sensor is the most important part because that's what tells the computer if you're on or off your bed. If you're on your bed, the annoying noise will just continue. But if you're off, it would tell it to stop. And that's how it would get you out of bed.
The device goes under your bed, and you could put as many buzzers as you want, as many annoying things as you want. It goes right under the mattress, and it only stops when you get off the bed.
So our experience making the project was much different than we expected. We expected it to be easier, and for us to get it quickly, but we experienced a lot of trial and error during our project. For the entire month, we were working on something, and we didn't even implement it into our final project. So we learned from this that sometimes things aren't going to be as easy as you expected, and you have to just keep on trying. Persistence will always get you what you want.
class presenting their project, the Gelbot, Jacob Khalili, Joe Barama, and Sunny Hussain.
I'm Joe Bravo. This is Jacob Khalili, and this is Sunny Sen. The project is the Galpot. How does David Galpert do it? How is he able to know exactly what is happening in every corner of the school at the exact moment it happens? And how will he be able to manage this when the school gets bigger, when the Flatbush Extension project is complete? We need to be here 24 hours, 6 days a week. Out of concern for our assistant administrator, our team came up with the Galpot, a moving robot that sends live pictures to Mr. Galpert's phone or computer and responds to commands sent via his phone.
Our goal was to build a robot that can be controlled from anywhere in the world. We wanted it to have wireless, to be wireless and free moving, to have a simple yet intuitive web-based control system. We wanted it to be low latency and have a highly reliable live streaming. We also wanted to have a long-lasting battery life for those long hours of security.
We decided to have two independent systems combined to create the final product. We had one system producing a live stream and a second system processing and executing the controls. The stream system uses an Android phone and a camera to send Mr. Galpert the video through an MPEG stream. And how are his controls processed? They're processed through the drive system, which is controlled by the buttons on the bottom of the web page, which through terminal commands spins the wheels.
So this is what we came up with.
That's great.
That's not all. We have plans for the future. We wanted to have a nicer and simpler exterior. That's that beautiful. We wanted it to have a more efficient battery. We wanted it to be faster to catch those pesky freshies. And the ability to yell, "Get out of the booth." We wanted to have a login for the web page so no one could, but Mr. Galpert could log on. And to have joystick support. We also wanted to have the ability to use the elevator.
Can you imagine the yeshiva of Flatbush with a Galpot on every floor, and Mr. Galpert finally able to sit down for more than 1 minute?